Am I going? Am I going? Yeah, I'm live, baby. Okay, as you can see, I took a shower. I did a workout. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this. I really don't want to interact with anybody. I got jacked. I didn't know it was not jacked. I got ripped. I got really, I got pretty cut up when I was 49 years old when I lived in San Diego. That's when the channel started. That was the channel's beginning. That's how I started. And I went through a process to do it. So I'll describe that briefly. I'll tell you what I did this morning, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So I was a fatty, but I was working out at this club. I forgot the name of it. It was like cruise, but it was similar to those clubs that have the purple, where you're not supposed to scream and yell, and they didn't have a lot of free weights. If you wanted to do a squat, you did it on a Smith machine, and they didn't have a lot of free weights, a lot of dumbbells. That's what I was working out in. All right. And prior to that, I had started on a Mark Rippetoe starting strength workout that I'd seen in Men's Health. And I was doing squats, presses, standing presses, bench presses, so forth. Mark Rippetoe. You can look into that. So I had went from starting out doing a squat with, I believe it was 2 plates on each side, 1 plate on each side. So it's just like 135 pounds, not a whole lot, right? But it went right up to 225, 235 really quick. Took a few weeks. And most of my other lifts went up. My deads went up, all that. So I was strong. I was about 230, but I was muscular. I had always worked out. I'd done weightlifting. I had done a 105 kilogram clean and jerk, which is 235 pounds, give or take. When I was in my late 30s, I did a 255 clean and jerk in my late 30s, which is a lot of weight that I did with a steel plate. They weren't bumper plates. I couldn't drop them. I had to manage the weight. That held me back a little bit. And I had done some weightlifting, and I had been working with Coach Steve. So as I said, so I had good muscle. So then I went on the diet, and that was a low carb diet. I didn't know. I'd read a book by a guy named Gary Taubes that said Why We Get Fat, and he went through all this crap about these Pima Indians or these Indian people and all this stuff and explaining this. And toward the end of the book, he had a diet. The diet was pretty simple. You eat breakfast of eggs and meat on a little green salad. Then you have lunch with the meat and salad, and then you have a dinner with meat and salad. And the people I was working with, I was working at a call center, and they said, not again, not hamburger salad. So that's what I ate. I didn't know what a keto was. I'd never even heard it. One of my kids said keto. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. I didn't know. I just did that. I followed the recipe exactly. Followed it. Did it every day. And I went from 228 down to 200 lickety split. Every week I lost 3 pounds. So what is that? So that's in like 9 weeks, about 10 weeks, I went to 200. I mean, it just boom. And then somewhere in that period, I started doing a 300 style workout. Okay, the 300 workout is, first thing you do is you do 25 pull-ups, then 25 push-ups. 50 push-ups, 25 pull-ups, 50 push-ups, 50 deads with 135 pounds, 50 deadlifts, 50 box jumps, And I think it was 48 inches. I don't know what I did. I just did a box jump. Whatever was there, I box jumped. 50 kettlebell, 35-pound kettlebell clean and jerks, 25 on each side. And what else am I missing? Am I missing anything else? I'm missing something. I get the box jump. I can't remember. Maybe I'm zoning out. There must be something in here I'm not. Oh yeah, the floor wipers. 50 floor wipers. You hold the weight like this, and your legs go back and forth. 50 of them. So which it was 100 in total on each side. Okay, which is really hit your gut. Hit your gut. All right. And then you finish with 25 pull-ups. So I am going back. I'm going back to that now. So I'm going to call it an old man 300. Because there's no way that I can do all that at this time. There's no way I could barely do one pull-up. I don't know if I can do one good one right now. I've just got to where I could just get started. I don't know what's happened to me. Whether it's years of low-carb dieting, losing muscle, or whatever. I'm just old. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So that's what I'm doing. So this morning, I just did the deadlifts. That's all I did. I started out with a deadlift with the medicine ball, which is 15 pounds. And then I moved up to 135 pounds, and I finished up. I did five reps with the where I progressed up, and then I finished with the medicine ball. Then I finished with 135, and I did 7 reps and then 6 reps to finish off. And then I did a suitcase carry. A suitcase carry is where you carry a dumbbell or a medicine ball like this, or something on one hand, and I walked up and down the stairs. So I did about 75 reps, all in all. And then I took a walk. So, and I ran into a guy, and he said hi. He was carrying a stick. And I said, yeah, I just couldn't sleep, so I decided to make it productive. So that's what I did. So I hope this was productive for you. You cannot stay the same in life. You're not going to stay the same. Period. Paragraph, book. Not going to happen. You're either going to go down or you're going to go up. So right now I'm working on the 2026 model of me. I'm working on it right now. I'm not there yet. I got a ways to go, but I will arrive somewhere. Hopefully it's good.